Welcome to a flute review where we're going to be taking a close look at one of the flutes from my collection. Thanks for tuning in today. This particular flute is very, very unique. Made by Bob Child of Ugly Boy Flutes. This is from what he calls his Spirit Horse series. Right now there are a total of 6 in this series. He has number 7 in mind. Each one is unique. I believe each one is a different key. And the reason he started this series was way back. He got very interested in history and things of the Lakota people. Horses were an important part of the Lakota people, and that's what interested him in trying to make the Spirit Horse series. Each one is unique. This particular flute has probably the most interesting story of all of them. Spirit Horse Flute number 5 is made from redwood, kind of a figured redwood. Some people might call it redwood burl. This looks to me more like a flamed type of redwood. But because these are almost exclusively a closed-end flute where the head is carved onto the same piece of wood, making the rest of the flute, there's no way to put these into like an upright flute holder or rack while the finish is drying, things like that. This particular flute, shortly after he put it into his little rack using this hole down here, it had fallen and it broke into 2 main pieces with a couple of smaller pieces right in this area right here. And looking at the Lakota stories and things, he took that break and created the Thunderbird here with lightning going around and kind of hiding where those breaks were as he reassembled and repaired the flute. He painted the head kind of like a war horse or going out on a hunt, maybe buffalo hunt. The block, this particular one, is made of ebony, and it is made from multiple pieces. 5 pieces. Yep, five different pieces that start out as kind of a rectangle, and then he cuts the little flowing lines, and this is supposed to look like a flowing mane of a running horse, and that's why the ears are kind of laid back onto the horse head as if it's running, full out canter. This particular one has a little bit of, actually this could be the tail also. Flowing mane or tail, whichever way you want to look at it. This one has black mane here. This is in the key of C sharp. Each one is a different key. Offset finger holes, and it has a fairly long reach on this lower set of finger holes. Plays beautifully, has a beautiful voice. We're going to go ahead and listen to that again here. Let me get ready. Now I'll add some reverb. What an amazing flute. To continue the story a little bit, not only was the flute broken before it was absolutely completely finished, it was broken again by the first owner. Well, that's not exactly true. It was broken again when the first owner had sold this to someone, not me, shipped it out, and it broke in shipment. Probably already weakened, but something happened, it broke. The person that was buying it sent it back. The first owner sent it back to Bob, and he re-repaired it and had to do a little bit more modification on some of the lightning bolt things. You can see how some of them look a little different. Some of those differences show the difference between the first break and the second break. It was mainly done in again, 2 major pieces. I don't know if there were other pieces involved or not. Anyway, Bob was able to fix it. There is a slight bend, kind of a little upward bend right here into the flute. And it has a little, very, very slight angle. Kind of canted over just a little bit, probably due to some of that breakage. But it's all repaired. Seems very nice and solid. I'm going to definitely take care to hopefully not let this flute drop on anything hard. So it's one that I will need to kind of take a little bit of extra care for. But it was repaired twice. First owner got it back, advertised it for sale. I inquired about it, and I didn't feel comfortable with the amount that they were asking for it. It was a reasonable price. It was more than I cared to spend at that time. And then that person reached out to me asking if there was something that I might be interested in trading for this, and a different flute. So we talked a little bit. We found something that was acceptable, and we did basically a straight across trade, one of the flutes that I have. The original owner put in these eyes because each flute is different that Bob makes in this Spirit Horse series. He had left these just a kind of a plain black eye. The first owner put these little bead style eyes in here. I think they look beautiful. They match, kind of the turquoise and everything. Beautiful flute, beautiful sound. What an amazing creation. I will include pictures during my playing pieces there of some of the other flutes in this series that Bob had sent me. And what an amazing story behind an amazing flute. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed the review of this beautiful flute. I'm not going to go over a bunch of details. I will include details down in the description box below this, where you can get measurements and all that type of thing. I mainly wanted to tell the story and let you hear this. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Click the little bell down there so that you can be notified the next time that I post a video, whether it be a flute review, it could be a tutorial on how to play these magnificent flutes, it could be a music video where the Native American style flute kind of takes the place of vocals in most of my music. It could be with solo, or it could be with other instruments as well. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.